This video might change the way you look at a lot of things and a lot of motherfuckers in your life. Let me tell you how deep the rabbit hole gets. A lot of y'all are with a woman that's throwing you off course, thinking God sent her, but if she's not supporting your purpose and helping you become a better man and causing you to drift, it's the devil, my guy. You give a man a job, a car, an apartment, some consistent sex, and I'll show you a man who's mediocre. I'll show you a 99% man. I'll show you a drifter. I'll show you a retreater. A lot of y'all are addicted to porn. A lot of y'all keep beating your meat. A lot of y'all have erectile dysfunction. A lot of y'all are depressed. A lot of y'all have no testosterone because you keep getting on Instagram. A lot of y'all gonna be on your deathbed, know everything about the shade room, know everything about LeBron James, know everything about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, but not know shit and make no impact with your fucking life. YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Craw. Welcome back to another vid. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure to follow me on all platforms that I am Craw. So today is the second day of the 3-day series, fellas. Yesterday we went over the 4 levels of action: do nothing, retreat, normal amounts of action, and massive amounts of action. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend you go watch that one. I'll put the thumbnail on the screen. Go watch that before you dive into this one. And then the final video of this series will be tomorrow. But for those who did watch it, to refresh your memory a little bit, do nothing, that is the action where men have no purpose in life. Men do nothing, right? Retreat is the men that tried to fulfill their purpose, but they failed and they gave the fuck up. Normal amounts of action, which I hate to say it, even from the DMs and comments I got, is some of you. You take normal amounts of action. You do the bare minimum. You're motivated sometimes. You do the work sometimes. You're disciplined sometimes, right? And then the 4th is massive amounts of action, right? You do what is necessary and what is required on a day-to-day basis, regardless of how you feel. So today I'm gonna dive deeper into those first 3. Do nothing, retreat, normal amounts of action. And these 3 categories consist of people that we call drifters, or men who live in the state of drifting. Right? So without further ado, man, I'm gonna dive right into it and show y'all how deep the rabbit hole gets. This shit is deeper than you fucking think, my guy. So let's get to it. First, okay, Cry, you talking about drifting. What is drifting? What are drifters? Drifting is when people fall through life without no clear direction or purpose. You hear me say a lot, you wake up and freestyle your life. You wake up, don't know when you're gonna go to the gym, when you're gonna eat, when you're gonna do X, when you're gonna do Y, what the deadline is. That's what drifting is. A drifter is someone who allows himself to be influenced or controlled by his circumstances or his own weak mindset. The act of drifting and drifters are controlled by the devil. The devil has control of 99% of men. 99% of men are the first 3 levels of action. 99% of men are the drifters, are doing the drifting. The devil wants you to do 3 things, fellas. The devil wants you to give up, retreat. The devil wants you to stay poor, do nothing. And the devil wants you to even use wealth negatively to attain it. So even the motherfuckers that take normal amounts of action and get the wealth, get the success, they'll put certain things in your path to use that success and use that wealth for the wrong things. And we're gonna dive into that today. But the devil does not want you to find your purpose as a man. God wants you to find your purpose as a man. God wants you to pursue your purpose as a man. So the devil, he uses certain tactics, right? Some that some of you have experienced, some that you're experiencing now, some that you're going to experience as a man on your purpose. And I'm gonna speak about all of them today. I'm not gonna lie, fellas, this video might change the way you look at a lot of things and a lot of motherfuckers in your life. But it's extremely necessary to get to that 4th level of action, to be the man you were meant to be great, to be extraordinary, to be the 1%, right? It's extremely necessary. Let's focus on the first attack the devil does, and that's within childhood. And within our childhood, we're the most young, we're the most vulnerable. That's where a lot of the habits are created that shape us into the adults we become, right? And the devil uses 2 things: teachers and our parents. The devil uses teachers and school systems to condition us to think like others, to do what others do, right? Think about it. In school, we were all learning the same subjects, right? Had to get the same grade, right? Have the same answers, right? And if you didn't have the same answers and get the same grades, you were an outlier. You were looked down upon, right? You were sometimes made fun of. You were sometimes, you would get in trouble, right? So subconsciously, fellas, this taught you at a young age to be like everybody else, right? You're like, okay, Cry, like, it's nothing wrong with getting A's, but it's deeper than that, right? Now, when you get older, everybody else on social media, I'm gonna get on social media. Everybody else having sex before marriage, I'm gonna have sex before marriage. Everybody else scrolling on Instagram, I can scroll on Instagram, because it was conditioned at a young age. That was the devil, right? That wasn't God. This also taught you at a young age to seek validation from others, right? So you wanted to get good grades, you wanted to fit in with a certain social circle at a young age and not be bullied. It taught you to be a people pleaser. It taught you to seek validation from others instead of validation from yourself. Like, oh, I gotta get this grade or I'll lose friends or they'll make fun of me or the teacher will give me an F, right? It gives you a false sense of validation, a false sense of self-worth, right? So you wonder why a lot of y'all older and y'all can't make decisions for yourself, right? Every little thing you do, you wonder, oh, I wonder what they're going to think about me. I don't want to post this video because they're going to talk about me. I don't want to start this business because they don't talk about me. It started in your childhood. Literally, subconsciously, you didn't even fucking know it. Then you got the third layer of the school system, which I always speak about, right? They condition you to go to school, go to college, get a 9-to-5, work for 40 years, take 2 vacations, retire when you're 60 with a 401k, and then get to enjoy your life when you're old, wrinkled, and can't even get your fucking dick up. That's what they condition you to do. That's the life you want to live. That is normal, right? How, hey, get in an A, get in a B. That was normal. That's what everybody else was doing. So you're conditioned, you grow older, everybody else is going to college, everybody else is working a 9-to-5. Maybe that's what I want to do too, right? So I'm not saying if you're a lawyer or a doctor and you feel me, that's your purpose, this is not for you. Majority of the people watching my channel, you're not lawyers, you're not doctors, you're not doing something that you love within a 9-to-5. So this is directly at you. You don't love what you do. That's not your purpose. You don't find passion in it. You don't work at a job when you're working, it doesn't feel like work, right? You just did it. Right? Whether you went to school or not, you were conditioned. And this goes to the parents. When you're at a young age, your parents constantly ask you, son, what do you want to do? Daughter, what do you want to do? Right? Or they pressure you to make a decision of what you want to do when you're 17 or 18. You're still young as fuck. You don't know what the fuck you want to do. Let me tell you how deep the rabbit hole gets. This is why most men don't become 1% men. Right? You get that pressure from society, pressure from your teachers, pressure from your parents to fall into a field early at a young age. Get a job, son. Get a job, daughter. What do you want to do? You got to do this. You got to do that. I think you should do this. So you listen because you're conditioned at a young age to seek validation from others. So you listen, right? Let's say Bob, his purpose is being a fitness trainer online, but his parents keep telling him, hey, you should do construction just like me, son. Do construction just like me. He falls into construction. Construction is a taxing job, right? So he's spending 10 to 12 hours a day doing construction, doing something he really doesn't love, but his father was telling him to do it and he was pressured to do it. So now he's stuck in that rabbit hole, right? Now he's stuck in that cycle, right? Going to work. After his 9-to-5, he's tired, right? After his 9-to-5, he might indulge in something because he's stressed out. He's doing something he doesn't love. It gets deep. I'm going to go into it, right? But after work, you're doing something you don't love. You get off work. Yeah, you could work on your purpose, but the easy thing to do is to fall into temptation, fall into the bad things, fall into the things that are going to pull you off course. Seek that comfortability because you're going through so much uncomfortability and being so unhappy doing something you don't love, doing something that's not your purpose. But it all started with your childhood. This is one of the most powerful tools the devil uses, right? I hate to say it. Luckily, my parents wasn't really like this, but I know a lot of parents who were like this. As an adult, I see it, right? My parents was like, do whatever you want to do. My dad knew I wanted to hoop. That's what he made me do. Right? But it's not like that for everyone. But I was conditioned a lot by teachers, right? By school. I think about like, damn, if I just went to college and just started personal branding, started YouTube when I was 18, where the fuck would I be? But I was pressured. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't graduate high school like, oh, let's go to college. Fuck no. I did it because I wanted to fit in. I did it because I was seeking validation. I did it because I didn't want to be talked about. But all of that was conditioned in my childhood. That was not God, my guy. That was the devil. The next tool, and this one really hit home for me, fellas, is flattery. Cause you to do nothing, retreat, or take normal amounts of action. All flattery is, fellas, the process of seduction through validation and ego boost, right? So women receive flattery through compliments. Men receive flattery from ego boost and sex appeal. Think about the times, fellas, when you was really, really locked in. You was focused, right? Your money was getting up. You was hitting the gym. You was doing your deep work. You was reading your 10 pages. And all of a sudden, you seen this fine girl at the gym. Or this fine girl approach you, or this fine girl DM you, or she start liking your story, Or your ex texts you, hey, big head. It was the devil, right? I think about all the times I was really locked in. I spoke about this before, my first transformation after 6 months, a chick approached me. I met a chick, started smoking every day, started falling off my purpose, spending my money that I really didn't have for this chick. Fellas, I didn't approach this chick approached me, right? It was the devil. He was using flattery. The devil knows your weakness as a man. The devil knows that you're lustful as a man. And a lot of times when you own your purpose, when you're doing everything you're supposed to do, he will send shit your way. A lot of y'all are with a woman that's throwing you off course, thinking God sent her. But if she's not supporting your purpose and helping you become a better man and causing you to drift, it's the devil, my guy. That woman is not heaven sent. I promise you. I think about all the times in my life, period, when I was chasing women, wasting time chasing women, spending all night on the phone with women I know I wasn't going to be with, driving an hour at 10 o'clock at night, knowing I had to get up early to get some ass, spending money on dates when I could have been spending that money on a mentorship, saving money and putting it into my content, putting it into my purpose. But I was spending it on these women that are no longer in my life anymore, women that did not believe in my purpose, support my purpose. That was the devil. He was causing me to drift, right? Fellas, I made the most progress in my life with my purpose when women weren't there. When women are there, I will be very honest with you, fellas. I still do the necessary things to get done, but I'm telling you right now, and this is no shade to my ex, me right now, and y'all can probably even see it from the passion in my videos, me right now as a single man with no distractions, it is a whole nother fucking level of focus. It's a whole nother level. Now, I'll talk about this tomorrow, but if you have a woman who's a non-drifter on your side, it's a little different. But a lot of these women, fellas, they be tempting you to do the wrong things. You give a man a job, a car, an apartment, some consistent sex, and I'll show you a man who's mediocre. I'll show you a 99% man. I'll show you a drifter. I'll show you a retreater. I'll show you a man who does nothing. Or I'll show you a man who takes normal amounts of action, thinks it's enough, does it sometimes. The sometime, you motherfucker. Because he's comfortable, right? You got a car, you got a chick, you work a decent job, you're not struggling, right? You can order DoorDash when you want to, you got all the Netflix subscriptions, and you got a chick giving you some pussy. It's very comfortable, right? But that man never chases his purpose. That man never becomes extraordinary. That man never uses his purpose to provide abundantly for others, to spread God's will, due to flattery. Even today, fellas, I told y'all the story. A woman approached me, she kicked me. Hey, big sexy, what you doing this weekend? Knowing I'm supposed to be locked in this weekend, right? I'm dealing with it now, right? Fellas, I'm in a mode right now. I paused my gym subscription. I'm not leaving the fucking house until my mentorship launches. I go to my home gym and come right back to my apartment. I don't even leave the fucking house unless I'm getting some food. That's how locked in I am. That's how focused I am, right? I know that going to that gym is temptation. Women approach me. Women give me choosing signals. It's the devil. Now, not all women, but most of these women, bro, they just pulling you off course. That chick I met that kicked me and said, big sexy, she said, what you doing this weekend? I'm supposed to be locked in this weekend. It's very tempting, but I know that it was the devil. I know they trying to pull me off course. And I go out, I get drunk. Now I'm fucked up the next day, right? I get up, I might fucking make the wrong decision, get drunk, go chill with the girl, have a kid, just dumb shit. It's a loop, right? But the devil uses these women. He uses the flattery, he uses the seduction, he uses the sex appeal to pull you off course. I don't care who the fuck you are. You cannot tell me, unless you just got one of them ones, you cannot tell me you've been more focused, more locked in, and aligned with your purpose with women in your life, with the wrong women in your life. Fuck no. A lot of y'all worried about the wrong things. Y'all chasing these chicks. Y'all falling into the temptation of these chicks and ain't accomplished shit. Next time you feel the urge to pursue that woman, text your ex back. Go out with that chick. Knowing you're supposed to be doing other things along with your purpose. I want you to think deeper and understand that, bro, it's not just life. It's not just, oh, this chick wants me, or, oh, wow, I don't know what I should do. Should I focus on my purpose? Should I go with this chick? The devil is literally pulling you off course. Literally. Number 4 is fear. The devil uses fear in many ways, but today I'm gonna focus on the main 3. The first is fear of poverty, right? This was me for a very long time, especially when it comes to mentorships and buying courses and investing in my purpose, investing in my skill set. I was scared, right? Because I was living in poverty. I had a poverty mindset. I was scared like, damn, if I spend this money, I might miss rent. I might not be able to eat how I wanna eat. I might be late on a payment, right? The fear of poverty, fear of staying poor. The devil uses that, right? Rather than if I just had an abundance mindset, if I would have came with it positively, like, yeah, I might be in a tight spot right now, but the value I'm going to get from this is going to put me in an extraordinary spot in the future, and embrace that fear, I would have been farther in life. Then you got the fear of criticism. This is most of you. Scared to post that video because your family gonna talk about you. Y'all scared to post that video because your friend gonna talk about you. Y'all scared to tell your friend no. Y'all scared to post that pic. Y'all scared to start that business. All because of your fear of criticism. Fuck what motherfuckers is talking about. These motherfuckers is not paying your bills. They're not retiring your mom. Not gonna be at your funeral. They're not gonna be at your deathbed. They don't give a fuck about you, my guy. Why do you give a fuck? Because you were conditioned in your childhood. So now it's a fear. I refuse to be limited and not reach my full potential as a man because I give a fuck about what a chick think, what a friend think, or what a family member think. I don't give a fuck about them niggas. It's my life. It's your life. Lastly, you got the fear of losing love, right? The fear of being lonely, right? I spoke a lot about flattery. A lot of it is y'all motherfuckers are scared to be alone. I cannot relate to this at all. I love being alone, but a lot of y'all motherfuckers, y'all have to be up under a chick. Y'all scared y'all gonna never find a chick. Oh, I gotta find my wife. I gotta do this. Bro, you're young as fuck. Why don't you work on yourself and improve yourself tremendously as a man in every area, and the right chick will come to you. Pursue your purpose and a purpose-driven woman will come to you. But a lot of y'all, oh, I gotta go on this date. I gotta lay up with this chick. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. No, the fuck you don't. You just afraid of being alone. You afraid of being lonely. Can't fathom just spending a day to your fucking self. That's why you stay stagnant. That's why you stay average. Next, the devil uses indecision and procrastination. When you hesitate too long, you let other circumstances make decisions for you. The devil encourages hesitation, second guessing, doubt, right? I think about when I started my YouTube, it was a lot of indecision and hesitation, right? It was like, damn, like, should I just start it? Should I get this camera? Should I create an account, right? Setting myself back, being scared. Procrastination is poison, bro. The longer that you put off that task, the longer you put off that idea, the more you're gonna stay mediocre, the more you're gonna stay in those first 3 levels of action, the more you're gonna run farther away from your potential as a man, right? The devil uses that, right? Oh, you could do it tomorrow. Oh, you can start next week. Oh, you can start your gym journey in 2026. Fellas, that's not just your thoughts. That's not your conscience. That is the devil. Because the devil knows if you take massive action, he can't stop you. You're unstoppable. We'll get into that tomorrow. Procrastination leads to no willpower, lost time, unfinished standards, a life of regret, everything that the devil wants. He wants you to just be in the gulag. He wants you to work your 9 to 5 and die, period. He doesn't want you to provide value to the marketplace. He doesn't want you to set an example for the other men. Change the trajectory of your family. He doesn't want that. He'll send procrastination your way. He'll send indecisiveness your way. Like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Overthinking shit. 6, bad habits and addictions. There's so many of these, but I'm going to focus on the main 3. First is social media. Let's start with the fucking cues. A lot of y'all are addicted to porn. A lot of y'all keep beating your meat. A lot of y'all have erectile dysfunction. A lot of y'all are depressed. A lot of y'all have no testosterone because you keep getting on Instagram. You keep getting on TikTok. That is cueing you to go beat your dick. 4 stages of a habit: cue, craving, response, reward. The cue be you on social media scrolling, seeing a chick shaking her ass. Now you're horny. Now you're craving the sex. Now you go to Pornhub, beat your meat. Fall into the same cycle, all because of social media, right? You might see something on social media knowing you're supposed to be eating correctly. You might scroll on social media and see, oh, they out eating Mexican food. They getting margaritas. I think I want one. Knowing you're supposed to be on your macros, knowing you on a diet, right? But you influenced by social media. Then you get into the time aspect. This used to be me. This is why I was taking normal amounts of action. I'm spending 8 hours a day on fucking Instagram. What the fuck is Instagram doing for me? If you do not own a business, get the fuck off of these platforms. And if you do, schedule your posts and get the fuck off. Or schedule time segments to be on there. I'm only getting on there to post on my story and getting off. Check DMs from you guys and getting off. That is it. I am leveraging my social media. I'm not letting my social media leverage me. A lot of y'all gonna be on your deathbed, know everything about the Shade Room, know everything about LeBron James, know everything about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, but not know shit and make no impact with your fucking life, with your fucking purpose. You're gonna be mediocre because you was putting social media over your purpose. It's the biggest habit. It's the biggest addiction. You get that dopamine. You scrolling. That scrolling is keeping you poor, right? That scrolling was sent from the devil. Then you got junk food, right? Fellas, you ever wonder why it's so hard to eat healthy? You ever wonder why the most healthiest foods is the most expensive? You ever wonder why when you drive down the street, you see a McDonald's, you see a Burger King, you see a Taco Bell, but don't see no fucking kava, don't see a tropical smoothie? It's very rare. You ever wonder that? Because they're trying to keep you mediocre. They know that when you fool yourself with the wrong foods, with processed foods instead of whole foods, it affects your energy. It affects your focus, which causes you to drift. It's why you can't go to the gym and train as hard as me. It's why you can't do 4 hours of deep work and you can only do 10. It's why you can't read a fucking book. It's that deep. Lastly, it's drugs and alcohol. This goes without saying. I always say, if you spend one day drinking, not only are you fucked up the day you're drinking, you're fucked up the next day. That's 2 days that you're practicing mediocre habits, that you're living a mediocre life. Oh, cry, it's just 2 days. What you have to understand is those 2 days add up, you dweeb. Right? So yeah, it's just 2 days this month, but maybe it's 4 next month. Maybe it's 2 again the following month. At the end of the year, you done spent a whole month drinking. You know what you could have did with that time? Chase your purpose. Right? Then you got smoking, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say. Oh, smoking help me go to sleep. Smoking help me more creative. Smoking is slowing you the fuck down. You addicted dweeb. You fucking weed head. Right? Niggas talk about crackheads. You a weed head. You're addicted to weed. You're a fucking idiot. Right? That shit is holding you back. That shit is causing you to drift. That's why you can never take massive amounts of action. That's why you will never be a 1% man. Lastly, environment. I hate to say it. A lot of your friends, the area that you live in, has given you a limited belief. That is the devil. A lot of y'all don't think y'all can get in shape. A lot of y'all don't think you can get a certain money amount. A lot of y'all don't think you can live in a certain house, have a certain chick, live a certain lifestyle because of your friends. Because your friends shit on you. Because your friends are holding you back. It was a young man on my live, bro. And he was telling me how his friends be talking about him. Like, because he a virgin, right? And how he's scared to start his purpose and start posting on YouTube because of what his friends will say. That is a lot of people. And I had to understand that because that's not me. I don't give a fuck what my friends think. I don't give a fuck what people think. If you rock with me, cool. If not, deuce. But I understand a lot of men aren't like that. Y'all really care what y'all friends think and your friends are holding you back. So the conclusion, the devil's end goal, fellas, is to get us into hypnotic rhythm. You want to know what all these things have in common, right? Being like everybody else in school, falling into lust and temptation with women, not chasing your dreams and facing your fears, pushing things off until tomorrow, scrolling on social media, drinking and smoking, being just like your friends. You want to know what all of these things have in common? They're all comfortable. They're all pleasurable. They all feel good. The devil uses all of these pleasurable things in the present to cause you to drift, fall into hypnotic rhythm for the rest of your life. Fellas, all hypnotic rhythm means is that these have become permanent. These are on automatic. You're stuck. You ever see a person like they addicted to cigarettes? You ever see like an old ass lady addicted to cigarettes? Some of y'all might be a little older, you're 35, you're 40, you're still addicted to porn. You're in hypnotic rhythm. And let me tell you something, fellas, this might be some of y'all. Once you get into the hypnotic rhythm, the devil uses you to cause non-drifters to drift. And you don't even fucking know it, right? I just got fucking chills saying that shit. When I was speaking about the friends that are holding you back, if you're older, your friends might be in hypnotic rhythm. Your friends might be stuck in the gulag, right? Your friends might be being used by the devil. The devil could be using you. If you find yourself doing nothing, retreating, taking normal amounts of action, right? You ever find yourself hating on somebody else or downplaying somebody else's success? The devil is using you. You're a drifter, right? You're causing another person to drift and you don't even know it. It's that deep. You got to understand these habits compound, right? They become your identity, right? So when you do these things over years and years of time, and it's easy to do because they're pleasurable, it becomes you. You get into a hypnotic rhythm. Now the devil has you under your thumb, right? Some of y'all are like that. Some of y'all, it doesn't matter how much game I give you, how much I motivate y'all, how much I give y'all tips to be successful. You've always done what you've always done. You're in hypnotic rhythm. You can't help it. A lot of the people that hate my videos or are negative in the comments, they're in hypnotic rhythm. They're stuck in their habits. They have limited beliefs. The devil has them under their control, right? Everything I preach is positive. Everything I preach is improving you as a man. So if you're hating on my content, if you see my videos and you don't like it, you are under the devil's thumb. You are a drifter. Your purpose is to cause non-drifters to drift. So I want you to take a look at your life, the people, the circumstances, where you live, different instances that have happened, that have pulled you off course, and assess it and understand this is literally the devil trying to pull me off course. So that's the video for the day, fellas. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to cover the opposite. How to take the fourth level, take massive action and become a non-drifter and become a 1% man, right? I love you guys, man. That's the video for today. I love y'all. Peace.